To an exhibit that was handed to the court earlier, Exhibit GG1 as well as Exhibit G2.
Exhibit GG1
in this
and Exhibit 2.
GG2 in this one, my lord.
GG1 and GG2
in this one. Bring that one back. GG. Move it. 205 of accused number 3. Ma'am, do you have the document in front of you?
Yes, I do.
And then can you identify the first document or the first page?
This is a Section 205 subpoena.
Section 205.
And then, who was it addressed to?
It was addressed to Pietro Heineke, who's the manager of my department at
Yeah,
Vodacom.
Petro Heineke manager at Vodacom.
And then what was the nature of the request?
The nature of the request actually was in terms of attempted murder and unlicensed firearm.
For
a phosphorus CAS 103/12/2014.
2014,
with a GP Joburg reference number 50 of 3/2015.
And then transfer to 50 of 3/2014.
Data was requested
Data
on cell phone number 072
number 072
766
766
8169
8169
for the period 23 October 2014
23 October 2014
to 25 January 2015.
25 January 2015.
Thank you. And then who was the investigating officer?
Constable Dlamini.
Constable Dlamini.
And then page 2. What is the station and case?
This, it's phosphorus CAS 103/12/2014.
Right to a phosphorus case 103 of 12/2014.
And then was it signed by the prosecutor?
Yes.
Are you able to place the name of the prosecutor on record?
Madikona Isaac Ramondo.
The first name is pretty illegible, but the last two names is Isaac Ranondo.
Okay. And at the bottom of the page on the right, was it also issued by the magistrate?
Yes.
Lapha phansi iyabonakala ukuthi imantshi yasayinda lapha.
On which date?
5 March 2015.
Ngomhla 5 March 2015.
And then on the third page, that exhibit, can you identify that page?
This is the 205 requesting the data.
205 fike ekhasini lesithathu 205 ecela idata.
And then page 4.
Ekhasini lesine.
Page 4, indicates the CAS number together with the investigating officer's details and address.
Lapha ikhipha ke inombolo yeqala ne futhi ke nemniningwane kamseshi nekheli lakhe.
And it was also signed by the magistrate.
Futhi ke nayo ke isayiniwe umagistrate.
Okay. Now let's move to proceed to exhibit G2. Can you recognize that document?
I need G2. Okay. Right. G2 is my statement.
Is G2 is statement isami.
Did you sign the statement?
It was signed in this statement.
Yes, I have.
Was it commissioned?
Yes, it has been.
When was it commissioned?
On the 10th of May 2024.
May 2024.
Who was the commissioner of oath?
Bradley Albert Smith.
Who was Commissioner Bradley Albert Smith?
And then the first, can we proceed now to place the contents of the statement into the record?
I, Pinky Rasio Vaithalingam, the undersigned, state under oath. I am an adult female employed at Vodacom in the capacity of supervisor, forensic liaison services.
Athi lapha uthi mina Pinky Rasia Vaithalingam imina ke o shoyo lana o uthatha isifungo sokuthi ke mina ngumuntu omdala usenza Vodacom and umsebenzi wami uba usupervisor forensic liaison services.
The facts herein contained are to the best of my knowledge and believed true and correct. I am making the statement knowing that if it is tendered in evidence, I will be liable to prosecution if I willfully stated anything I know to be false or which I do not believe to be true.
Ngibhale lana ngingazi kuyiqiniso futhi ke ngithi ngiyazi ukuthi uma kuwukuthi khona okungelona iqiniso ngizobe nginecala ngaphansi komthetho.
Vodacom is an electronic communications service provider duly licensed by the Independent Communications Authority of South Africa and operate electronic communications network, in brackets Vodacom network, throughout South Africa and some parts of Africa. Section 15 in brackets 1 of the ECT Act makes reference to and governs the admissibility of data messages. Data messages is defined to mean data generated, sent, received, or stored by electronic means and includes a voice where the voice is used in an automated transaction and a stored record. It is clear that Section 50 in brackets 1 governs data messages, which includes call messages, SMSs, and other information such as email, thereafter referred to as call data related information.
Ke Vodacom ke inkampani esebenza ukuxhumanisa ngezingcingo nokuthwala ke imilayezo ehamba ngedata. Lapha usection 15(1) of umthetho ohambelana nokuxhumana ngezingcingo uyakhuluma ke lapha ukuthi uma kukhulunywa ngedata kukhulunywa nganoma yikuphi okwenziwa okwakhiwayo okuthunyelwayo nokwamukelayo kwamukelwa emishini yokuxhumana ngengcingo lapho ke i-data ke kuthiwa ihamba izihambela kungekho owenza ukuthi ehambe and futhi ke nokuthi igcinwe and futhi lokhu kubhalwe ngaphansi section 15.1 komthetho ke olawula ukusetshenziswa kwalokho okuhlanganisa nemlayezo ama SMS noma nezinto ezifana noma email ezihamba ngayo ngemishini eyomakhalekhukhwini.
Call data related information is obtained from the Network Event Monitoring System, which we call NEMO, currently housing live data of all activity on a SIM card or handset routed through the Vodacom network. Since this information is only retained for a period of 3 years, data requested for a time period preceding this cannot be retrieved from the system. Once Vodacom receives a request to access and supply an extract of call data, related information from a law enforcement agency, this extract is permanently electronically archived. Call data related information is generated in a PDF format, stored and communicated by the service and cannot be altered, manipulated, or tampered with by anyone while on the servers. The manner in which the integrity of the call data is maintained is considered reliable and contemplated in Section 50 of 3 of the Act.
Idatha yonke nolwazi olutholakala lwezingcingo zilukhishwa emshinini okuthiwa events monitoring system ebizwa ngokuthi mina gcine konke okwenzeka ngaphakathi kwezingcingo and futhi kumikhishwa le information yonke kukhishwa ke kufakwe efayilini ekuthiwa uhlobo lwe-PDF esithile lolu hlobo lolalo kwazi ukuthi lungaguqulwa and okusho ukuthi ke okulethwe ngayo lolo hlobo kuyakwazi ukuthi kunesiqiniseko sokuthi kungalendlela okungayo indlela ke okwenziwa ukuthi kugcinwe idata ukuthi ingaguquki kulawulwa usection 15.3 womthetho.
NEMO adheres to the security requirements stipulated in Vodacom's security policy and procedures. A firewall is in place to separate NEMO from the Vodacom network, with only the necessary ports open to communication. Access to NEMO is controlled via a secure APN, limiting access to specific authorized users only. All access to NEMO is logged and a full audit trail of all operations performed by any authorized user stored. To ensure data integrity and completeness, file and record level checking with full auditing is done. Automated system alerts are also in place to monitor system processes and distribute notifications to authorized personnel where intervention is required. All system processes are further monitored through daily operational checks.
So lapho ke inimo yana kukhona ke indlela ebekwe ngayo ukuthi ivikeleke njengokuthi ke kukhona neminyango lena evimbela abangavunayo imvume yokuthi bangene kunimo kungene kuphela laba abanemvume yokuthi bangene ukuyongena lapho kunimo kuvikele ngaloko kuthiwa i-APN enza ukuthi abangenayo bangene uma kuphela benikwe imvume yokuthi bangene and futhi ke ukungena kunimo konke kuyabhalwa ukuze ke ongenayo kwazi ukuthi ungenile waphinde futhi wafike wenzani la ngaphakathi kunimo and futhi ke konke lokhu kuyagcina ukuze uma kudingeka emva kwesikhathi kutholakala kusho khona ke indlela ke ezikhona ezisetshenziswayo zokuthi kuzama ukuthi ngazo zonke ikhathi kube nemibiko ethunyelwayo echazayo ukuthi kwenzekeni kula kulomshini and futhi kwenzeke nini uma kuloku kusetshenzwa.
I am responsible for inter alia the supply of information and call data on the Vodacom network pursuant to requests received from the South African police, law enforcement agencies, and other institutions. This certifies that Vodacom has received a subpoena in terms of Section 205(1) of the Criminal Procedure Act, Act 51 of 1977, from SAPS with GP Joburg 5003-2015, Fosloris Cas 103-12-2014 from Constable Dlamini. It pertains to 072-766-8169.
So lana mina umsebenzi wami ukuthi ngilethe lonke ulwazi olucelwayo uma ukuthi licelwe isiphoyisa sase eMzansi futhi ke nabanye ke banemvume ukuthi banganikwa lolwazi abaludingayo. Lokhu ke kulethe isiqiniseko sokuthi kwatholakala isubpoena ngaphansi ka Section 205 ngaphansi komthetho iCriminal Procedure Act number 51/1977 evela ku SAPS kuhambisana necala GP JHB 5003-2015 neFosloris Case 103 of 12/2015. Lokhu ke kwalethwa uConstable Dlamini.
Okay, I want to show you an extract from Exhibit 01, page 41.
Exhibit
01.
01.
Indeed, so my lord. It's an affidavit by Colonel Stein,
Oh, I see.
page 41. The number that you just placed on record on your affidavit, does it correspond with the number that I highlighted on page 41?
Yes, it does.
Yebo lezi number lezi ziyahambisana le number evela ku page 41 nale unginike namanje.
And then the name that is appearing on Exhibit 01, can you please on record?
Mtobisi Gadia Nkube.
Kuthiwa ke igama ke elivela lapho igama lika Mthobisi Gadla Mncube.
Thank you. Then you can proceed to get your affidavit.
The following extract was prepared. A list of MOC made from the SIM card, which is outgoing calls. A list of MTC, which is incoming calls. A list of all calls made and received by the SIM card. The location of the persons when making and receiving the calls. A list of incoming and outgoing SMS transactions, voicemail transactions, in the case where the mobile station was not available, GPRS data, subscriber registration details, as well as a MSISDN profile. Call data supplied for within the requested period exhibiting communication between parties. Enclosed is the MSISDN profile reflecting the dates used on the Vodacom network. Contents of SMSs and WhatsApp messages do not reflect on the set of data. WhatsApp communication is stored under GPRS data. No distinction is made between calls and messages.
Thoke okuceliwe ke lana ukuthi kufuna ukutholakala imininingwane yonke ekhombisa izingcingo ezingenile nezingcingo eziphumile nazo zonke izingcingo ezikhona ukuthi wayelaphi lo muntu wayenza ucingo ngesikhathi eshaya futhi ke nokuthi ke oma SMS angenile naphumile angakanani and kunokuthi kunama message amangaki ama voice message ne GPRS data futhi ke ne subscriber registration na MSISDN yeah, MSISDN futhi ke kuchazayo ukuthi kukhunyilunye kangakanani phakathi kwabantu and nokuthi ke kwenzwa ngaziphi insuku and nokuthi ke kwakuyi kunama message ke WhatsApp nama SMS ukuthi awabonakali ngoba wona ahlala ngaphansi kwe GPRS kodwa ke futhi ke kuthiwa what is the last one? No
GPRS.
Yes.
Subscriber registration and MSISDN profile.
Twaga wakho kama GPRS ne subscriber information profile. Ozangitholakala lokho. Kuthiwa i-call data ke yalethwa ngalelo sosikhathi ke ikhombisa ukukhuluma phakathi kwabantu ikhona ke la kulo mbiko lena ukuchaza ukuthi ke isikhathi nezinsuku zasejiswaneni ngaphansi ke kwezingcingo zase Vodacom and futhi la kufaka nokuthi ke kwaba na SMS amangaki nama WhatsApp amangaki kodwa ke lawo ke awabonakali kwi data ne WhatsApp communication yona kuthiwa igcinwa ngaphansi kwe GPRS and akukho mehluko phakathi kwamakholi nemilayezo ethunyelwe.
Okay, then gives you the cell phone number again, which is 072
Ileta ifuthi ne cell phone number ke 072
766
766
8169.
8169.
It then says data was requested from 23 October to 2014 to 25 January 2015.
Kuthiwa ke lapho kuyasho ukuthi idata yacelwa isuka kumhla 23 October 2014 kuyofika kumhla 25 January 2015.
The relevant printout is hereto annexed and constitutes a data message in terms of Section 15 of the Act. The information that appears on said printouts reflects electronic representations described as data in the Act. It also represents data generated, sent, received, or stored by electronic means and or stored record as contemplated in the definition of data message in the Act.
Kuthiwa ke lapha ke le printout exhunywe lapha ke kuthiwa ke iyachaza ukuthi ifaka konke okungakubizwa njengokuthi imilayezo yedata engaphansi kwa section 15 yomthetho and lonke kulwazi olukhona lapha kuthiwa luhambelana nokuthi luyimilayezo yedata eyatholakala noma eyagcinwa emshinini and futhi ke egcinwe njengoba ichaziwe njengokuthi iyimilayezo yedata imichazwa emthethweni.
Thank you. I see on the bottom right there's a case ID. Can you place it on record?
Case ID 577930.
Try case ID 577930.
And the annexure that is annexed there too, does it have a case ID?
Yes.
Can you place the case ID on record?
It's the same case ID 577930.
Thwane sisithasisela ke esikhona lapho sinale case number ebhaliwe lapha 577930.
Can we proceed now to the annexure? What is the first page of the annexure?
The first page, which is on page 6, is the handset profile.
Ke lapha ke ekhasini lesithupha i-handset profile.
Okay.
The,
Yes. Before we deal with the annexure, can you deal with the terminology that is also attached into your statement in paragraph 9?
do you want me to read all of it?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Maybe can read 10 and then.
So the explanation is on page 3. We start at the top with hash 31 hash, which is a number hiding or to hide your number. Star 100 hash is balance checks for prepaid subscribers. Star 111 hash is my phone. Star 111 star 500 hash data bundle balance inquiry. Star 111 star 502 hash comprehensive balance inquiry. Star 120 star premium rated WASP applications. Star 130 star 0 rated for financial institutions. Star 140 star please call me services. 100 is recharges. 110 customer direct, sorry, my mistake. 110 direct inquiries. 111 customer care. 112 emergency services. 113 electronic recharges. 114 customer care. 121 voicemail. AMA is automatic message accounting, which is, in other words, is incoming and outgoing call data. APP protocol identifies the type of internet traffic, identifying things like apps, browsing, DNS connects. BWKS is a BroadSoft or BroadWorks platform, generates CDR. CDR refers to call data records. Events for OneNet Business, VB VoIP, OneNet Express, and Office telephony call data. Bytes, download link, the volume or quantity of data measured in bytes that was downloaded to the user's device from the server. Bytes uplink, the volume of quantity of data measured in bytes as well of data that was uploaded from the user's device to the server. Call date refers to the date the calls were received or made. Call time refers to the time the calls were received or made. Cell ID refers to the base station code. Cell name refers to the base station when receiving and making calls. CF, call forwarding. This means the cell phone was not answered and the call went through to voicemail, or the phone was switched off and the call was directed to voicemail, or the phone was diverted. Shall I go on? Converse a voicemail, in brackets 121, initiate call to another subscriber using the Converse platform. Duration refers to the seconds of receiving or making the calls. ECI, Earth-centered inertial. The U-Trans cell identification, which is used to identify a call uniquely within a public land mobile network, which in brackets is PLMN. EU-Tran is the air interface of 3GPP's long-term evolution, in brackets LTE, upgrade path for mobile networks. It is the abbreviation for Evolved UMTS, terrestrial radio access, also referred to as 3GPP work item on LTE. GPRS is General Packet Radio System, its Internet Data Connection Stream. HTTP is Hypertext Transfer Protocol. HTTP content type is the type of content that was rendered, that is image, text, or tags. HTTP host is the host server that served the web element. HTTP URL is the unique website address that was visited by the subscriber. A uniform resource locator is a specific character string that constitutes a reference to the resource. ICCID, International Chip Card ID. This is basically the serial number of the SIM card. The IMEI is the International Mobile Equipment Identity. This refers to the unique serial number of the handset, of which Vodacom only uses the first 14 digits to identify that handset. In order to see your IMEI, you can dial #06# from a handset on the Vodacom network to receive the handset serial number. IMSI, International Mobile Subscriber Identity. It's an electronically allocated serial number of a SIM card. IP is Internet Protocol. IVR is Interactive Voice Response. An example is welcome to directory inquiries, and you are number 10 or 56 in the queue. LAT refers to latitude. It's a measure of a location's distance north or south of the equator, expressed in degrees. Longitude is a measure of locations' distances east or west of the prime meridian, expressed in degrees as well. MMS is a multi-messaging service. MOC, mobile originating call, which is, in other words, an outgoing call. MOSMS is a short message service originating, in other words, an outgoing SMS. MSISDN refers to the Mobile Subscriber Integrated Services Digital Network. This is the SIM card number. As an example, is either 082 or 0872. MTC is mobile terminated call, which refers to an incoming call. MTSMS refers to a short message service terminating, in other words, incoming SMSs. Other party is the number of the other party when making or receiving a call. PCM is please call me services. PDP is a packet data protocol. P2P protocol is peer-to-peer protocol, identifies the classification of traffic based on the packet inspections. PIN, that's your personal identification number. PUC is your personal unblocking key. Server IP address is the unique Internet Protocol address of the server until that responded with the web element. SS activation, that's a supplementary service activation. SSD activation is a supplementary service deactivation. SS interrogation is used by a subscriber to check settings, example, clip, call forwarding, settings, etc. SS registration is a supplementary service for registration. Subscriber IP address, the unique Internet Protocol address of the subscriber that downloaded the web elements. A numerical label assigned to each device participating in a computer network that uses the Internet Protocol for communication. Tap-in is roaming on a foreign network. Tap-out is a foreign subscriber utilizing the Vodacom network data services. Third party is when party A calls party B, generating a MOC. Party B's phone has an automatic call forwarding to another number, generating a CF. The call forwarding will have a MOC party B and its party A. There will be a new party B. The call forward number and the original caller, in brackets party A of the MOC, will be in the third party. Total duration is based on the session determined by the network platform.
Lokho bekuchazwa lapha-ke bekuchazwa izincazelo zezifinyezo ezisetshenziswayo kuma-network amaselula futhi namagama obuchwepheshe amaningi asetshenziswayo. Ngingenza isibonelo lana ukuthi uma kuthiwa CF bachaza ukuthi i-call ingenile kodwa ke yangakwazi ukuthi yamukelwe kwase-ke kushiwo imessage. Uma bekhuluma ngoma-call duration bachaza ukuthi imizuzwana emingaki i-call ikhona. Uma bekhuluma ngoma-LTE bakhuluma ngo-long term evolution. Konke-ke lokhu kuchaza amagama obuchwepheshe asetshenziswayo.
It continues on the next page. Hash 3 hash. It's actually duplicated. It's a number hiding. Traffic type. Audio or video identifier for common apps. Example, WhatsApps. USSD is an unstructured supplementary service data, interactive network function. Example, *140 *082, which identifies or means a please call me. UTRAN, I will explain again, is a collective item for the node Bs and radio network controllers, which make up the UMTS radio access network. This communication network commonly referred to as 3G. VoIP is voice over internet protocol, call data. VoLTE is voice over long-term evolution. Web is web-enhanced data record. And Wi-Fi is local area wireless technology.
Qhubekile waphambili nokuchaza amanye amagama abekwelinye ikhasi amagama obuchwepheshe asetshenziswayo uma kuma network amaselula.
Let's go, please. Now let's proceed to the annexure on page 6.
So on page 6, we have the handset usage.
Lapha ekhasini lesithupha kuyabonakala ukuthi lo makhalekhukhwini ibaphi abasetshenziswa.
For 072
Inombolo yakhona ku-072
766
766
8169.
8169.
And then this extract, which stream is it from?
Page 6 is from the AMA stream.
Wathi ke iphuma ke kumkhakha we-AMA.
And then the second last column, it says handset model. Can you elaborate that?
Second last column.
Yes.
Handset mobile, that refers to the make and the model of the handset.
Wathi ke lapha ekugcineni kuchaza ukuthi ilophi uhlobo nokuthi imodel yiphi ke yale cellphone umakhalekhukhwini osetshenziswa.
And then the third line from the bottom, the date is 19 August 2014. Can you place that information on record?
The third line from the bottom gives us the IMEI number, which is 3589 8605 839543 with IMSI number 6550 1224 9151 373. The start date was 19th August 2014 at 21:40:07. End date was 19th August 2014 at 22:09 22 seconds. There were 9 successful activities. It is a prepaid number and it's a Nokia 105 handset.
Kuthiwa lapha kulo mugqa kuchazwa ukuthi kwakusetshenziswa muphi umakhalekhukhwini. Kuphinde kuchazwe nokuthi i-IMEI number yakhe lo makhalekhukhwini kwakuyini. Iphinde ichaze futhi ke nokuthi kwakungumhla ka-19 ku-August 2014 ngesikhathi sika-21:47 kuyofika umhla ka-19 August ngayo 2014 isikhathi sesifike lapha ku-22:09 22 seconds. Kuyabonakala ukuthi kube nokuthintana isikhathi izihlandla ezingaba zisishiyagalolunye nokuthi ke ifoni ke yayisetshenziswa lapho kwakuyi Nokia 105.
The next column.
The next column is the same MSISDN with a different IMEI, which is 3567 2305 064428. The IMSI number remains the same, 6550 12249 151373. That date is from the 17th of September 2014, 21:05:46 seconds. The end date is 17:09/2014, 21:44:04 seconds. 7 successful activities, a prepaid number as well, and a Nokia 306 Usher was the handset.
Kuthiwa ke lapha ke kuyabonakala ukuthi kwasetshenziswa le number kodwa ke sisebenza ngenye i-IMEI number. I-IMEI number ibisetshenziswa manje beku 3567 2305 064428. Kodwa ke i-IMSI yana kuyabonakala ukuthi kuse iyona le yangaphambilini 6550 12249 15373. Kwakumhla 17 kuSeptember 2014, isikhathi kwaku 21:05:46, and futhi ke ukugcina ke kwale call kwakumhla 17:09:24, isikhathi kwaku 21:04:04, and kuthiwa kuyabonakala ukuthi kwathintwana isikhathi ezisikhombisa kusetshenziswa i-prepaid. Umakhalekhukhwini osetshenziswa lapho kwaku i-Nokia 306.
The last entry.
The last entry, the MSISDN, remains the same. The IMEI number has changed to 3597 9605 029790. The IMSI number remains the same. This was used from the 19th of September 2014 at 20:32:58, ended on 4th March 2015, 17:46:57 seconds. There were 6,656 successful transactions, 80 failed transactions, still a prepaid number, and the handset used was a Samsung GTE 2220 Texto.
Triple what? 2220 text. Kuthiwa lapha ngomhla ka 19 kuSeptember ukuyofika ngomhla ka 4 kuMarch 2015. Kuthiwa lapha ke iMZI yayisafana kodwa iMEI yayisihlukile. iMEI kwaku 3597 9605 029790. iMZI yayisafana ke futhi ke ngalelo langa ke kuthiwa ama-colons kwakuyinkulungwane eziyisithupha khula ayisithupha nemashumi amane nesikhombisa akwazi ukuthi bakwazi ukuxhumana. Amashumi ayisishiyagalombili kona bazange bakwazi ukuthi baqhumake. Kwakusetshenziswa i-prepaid, and futhi ke lapha kwakusetshenziswa ifoni okuyi-Samsung uhlobo GTE 3330.
And then on page 7.
On page 7, the MSISDN remains the same. The IMEI number has changed to 3524 2605 76.
Can we start again, but a bit slow?
Okay. I shall repeat the IMEI number. 3524 2605 76 9190. 97. IMSI remains the same. Start date 14 November 2014. 11/29/47. Ends on 12 January 2015 at 12:05:12 seconds. 141 successes, 2 failed. Prepaid number, handset use was the Nokia X2-01.
Kuthiwa lapha ke ngomhla ka-14 kuNovember 2014 ukuyofika umhla ka-12 January 2015. Mhla ka-14 kuNovember isikhathi kwaku-11:29:47 kuyofika mhla ka-12 January 2015 isikhathi kwaku-12:05 12 seconds. Kuthiwa ke la IMSI number kwakuseyiyo leyo kodwa I-mean number yesihlukile esu-3524 2665 769197. IMSI ke kwakuseyiyona leya eyazwayo. Kuthiwa ke amakhola akwazi ukuthi bakwazi ukuthi aqhumane kwamakhola ayi-141 and amabili ke ehluleka kwakusetshenziswa i-prepaid i-handset ke esetshenziswa ngaleso sikhathi kwakuyi-Nokia X2-01.
The following entry, MSISDN remains the same. IMEI number has changed to 3586 3404 85 2856. IMSI remains the same. Start date is 25 November 2014. Time 16:22:49 seconds. Ends at 30 November 2014 at 09:04:28 seconds. There were 95 successful activities and 0 failed. It remains a prepaid number and has been used with a Nokia 1616.
Kuthiwa in lo kulandelayo ke IMSDA iseyiyo isafana IMSI isafana kodwa IMEI isihlulekile manje seku 3586 3404 85 2856. Kwakumhla ka-25 kuNovember 2014 ngesikhathi sika-16:42:29 seconds kuyofika mhla ka-30 kuNovember 2014 isikhathi kwaku-09:04:28. Kuthiwa kwaba namakholi ayishagalolunye akwazi ukuthi asebenze kodwa akubanga ke nekholi engakwazanga ukuthi ingene. Lapho ke kwakusetshenziswa yona ke i-prepaid umakhalekhukhwini wayesetshenziswa kuyi-Nokia 1616.
The last entry, the MSISDN remains the same. The IMEI has, however, changed again. The number is 3567 2305 562396. The IMSI remains the same. The start date is 7 December 2014 at 13:49:24 seconds. Ends on 9th December 2014 at 05:19:20 seconds.